Hello everyone, this is Annie and today in this video I'm answering some of your most asked questions, and so let's get started. So the first question that I picked is, which is your favorite YouTuber? Mine is yours. I am also a clay artist. Thank you so much, Miniature R20. So my favorite YouTuber right now is Stephanie Sue. I'm literally addicted to her videos right now. I actually love watching horror contents, but I always get too afraid to watch the actual movie, and so I really prefer watching YouTube videos which kind of like explain the whole plot in detail. So right now I'm addicted to Stephanie Sue's video. I also watch SRP stories, Mr. Balin, Mr. Nightmare. But yeah, Stephanie Sue and SRP stories are two of my favorite YouTubers right now. The next question is, how much do you spend and how much profit do you make? Is it enough to cover your daily life necessities? Okay, so thank you so much for this question because I wanted to discuss this. So there are three main sources of earning for me. So the first one would be, of course, my small business. The second one would be the workshops that I conduct, and the third one would be YouTube. So there would be some months where I will be having my exams or assignments or pending orders. So in those months I do not take any orders, and I would rather focus my energy and time on making YouTube videos and conducting workshops. So that would be my main source of revenue in those months. In other months, my small business would be my main source of revenue. To answer the question that does it cover up the basic necessities, I would say that yes, it does have the potential to cover up the basic necessities provided that you do it full time. I would say this though, that I live with my parents, so I don't have to worry about the rent or electricity bill or anything like that. So I do not try as hard to get revenue. But that being said, if you do take this seriously and do take this as a full-time job, it does have the potential to cover up all of your basic necessities. For me, I can buy my groceries, I can buy my art supplies, gifts for my family and friends, also paying my college fees while also saving a good part of the revenue for future uses. Another really great thing about having your own money is you can buy small little things that makes you happy. So I buy a lot of things from other small business owners, and usually the sticker or freebies that they give me, I just stick it to this wall. And if you are still wondering, yes, I am a BTS army and my bias is Jin. And from there on the top I have this pink flower. All of these plants that you see in my room are fake plants, by the way, and I have taken so many pictures right at this spot. And yeah, that's how the right side of my small studio looks like. And now let's get back to the next question. So the next question is, did your family support you to take sculpting as a job? Have they told you to focus on your upcoming future, as you told that you are fond of clay sculpting from childhood? Really love your videos and waiting for the video. Thank you so much. So the short answer for that question would be yes, my parents were very supportive from the very starting. Yes, they were hesitant because you have to deal with social media, and social media can be a dangerous place. I think every parent have a little hesitation when you're spending time on something that doesn't really guarantee a consistent revenue or a consistent future. And of course, social media and small business is exactly that, and even the Gen Zs like me will accept that. I know a lot of people who don't even tell their parents that they want to pursue their art as their career because they are scared that they would not agree or they would not allow them to do their business. And even I was hesitant at first to tell my mom about it. But then when I explained everything, that how this is my passion and I really love doing it and how I can potentially earn from this passion of mine, my mom was quite supportive and quite encouraging, and she definitely helped me with a lot of business aspects. You have to understand that our parents have grown in a completely different age and we have grown in a completely different age, so they don't really understand how social media works, how you can earn revenue from social media. And so I think it's somewhere our responsibility to be transparent with them and be calm and make them understand how all of this works. I actually got another very similar question, which was, "Hi Annie, how do you balance your studies with your business? I myself am a student who wanted to start a small business, but I'm afraid committing for it as it might have an impact on my marks. Any tips?" So as far as my future is concerned, I don't really think of future too much. No, it's just scary for me to think about future too much. I'm still a student, so I still have a little and I'm still a student, so I do have a little time left. So I do want to get a job in future, because as much as I enjoy small business and social media handling and content creating, I do have to agree that this is something that is not consistent enough. So in future I definitely want to get a job, but I also want to continue this journey as long as I can. This is something that my parents have always told me, that you should continue this artistic side of yours because you are good at it. And so I feel very grateful that my parents understood me and supported me in my journey. My mom is a bit scary, but she is also very, very sweet. So, to answer the question how I balance my study with my business, I don't know if I am the right person to ask this, because I am pretty bad at time management as well. But as I said, there are months when I do not take any orders because I want to focus on my studies. My advice would be to take breaks when you think you need them. Even if you are an artist or a content creator, don't push yourself to be consistent, like posting every day. Just take breaks when you think you need them. And talking about breaks, let's take another break and let's show you my table. You guys might have seen this table so many times because all my videos are filmed right here. I keep most of my clay tools like dotting tools and brushes in this Totoro pen stand. On the right corner, I have this basket with a satin cloth on it, and this is where I keep my charms to dry up, and once they are completely dry, I transfer it to this drawer right here. So this drawer has all the charms that are already dried and they are ready for their forever homes. On the top drawer, I just keep my business card and the plastic film that I used to pack my order. And then I have more fake plants. And on the other side, I have this Coco art print from Discuss D. And that's basically how the right side of my table looks like. Okay, so the next question is, how do you design or come up with the ideas for making all your cute friends? Do you draw them first, make changes, and then sculpt, or do you just let your intuition guide you? So I'm not the person who will draw first and then make it. I just start making it, and then as I go, I kind of like let my intuition guide me, and I keep adding stuff until I'm satisfied. But there are exceptions, like sometimes when a customer give me a very, very detailed design, then I will draw it first so that I can make changes and then I will start making it. This person told that I love your art and recently made the cool porcelain after watching your video. It turned out perfect and we had a fun session of sculpting cool stuff when my friend came over to my house. It's a very fun activity to do with your friends or even children. That sounds like such a fun activity. I want to do it too. But the thing is, I don't have friends. Okay, so the next question is asked by that one nice comment, and she is a crochet artist, and she said that I just wanted to know how you kept at it and how do you make your pictures aesthetically pleasing, because I want to take pictures of my crocheted bags but I just don't know how to start. Okay, so taking pictures for small business is also something that I struggled a lot, especially on Insta, because if you see Insta, it's kind of like a very aesthetic focused platform. And to be honest, I myself am not a great photographer. I still don't think I'm a good photographer, to be honest. So if you're a complete beginner and you're struggling to take pictures, then my one and only suggestion would be to go out and take pictures in direct sunlight. I don't know, like something about sunlight makes the picture look so aesthetic even if you don't try too much. Most of my pictures are taken in direct sunlight, like 99% of my pictures and videos are taken in direct sunlight, and I rarely use ring light. If you want to know more about how to take pictures and how I edit my pictures, then I do have a full video on that topic and I will link it in the description so you guys can check it out and you can follow the process to take your own aesthetic pictures. So as I said, I really like taking pictures in direct sunlight, but the left side of my room does not get as much sunlight, so I did not decorate it too much. I just kept my printer over there, and I also added a little fake flowers and this leaf vines to make both the side look symmetrical. And I also recently added this hanging star decoration, initially bought for Christmas, but then it looked cute, so I just kept it. And finally, below the desk I have two little drawers where I keep my tools and packaging supplies. So So the next question, I found your channel a few months ago and watched almost all of your video. Your clay charms and other clay stuffs are lovely. I love the idea that you make this hobby or passion as your small business. It inspires me a lot. But to start a small business, what should a beginner must do? Can you talk about the budget that we should keep in mind to start a business? Also, as an introvert, I don't have much social cycle, so how I start an online business? As far as the budget is concerned, I would say that you should start with minimum budget. I know a lot of artist friends who spend a lot in producing a particular product, but then that didn't end up working, not because it's a bad product, but because they did not have that customer base or following base. So they ended up having a lot of stock, then they had to reduce the price, and then they had to suffer the loss. Start by making maximum 10 pieces and then market them, make content out of them, and as you start getting your revenue, you can actually start investing in more things that you think might be required for your small business. So if you're an artist and you are thinking of starting your own small business, then my suggestion would be to keep the investment within 5,000 INR. INR is Indian currency, rupees by the way. I think when I first started out, I think my initial investment was within 2,000 INR. Of course, there are other genres of small business like food businesses which will have a lot more investment than art business. Again, my suggestion would be the same, to start with the minimum, and then if you see that you are making a good profit, then you can go ahead and invest more. You can ask any of my classmates and they will all agree with the fact that I'm the most introverted person in the class. The good thing about small business or social media is that you don't have to meet person in real. You can just do all of your work in either messages or emails. And even I am a very camera shy person. I have been running this business for like 2.5 years, but I did not start showing my face immediately. I think it has been only 6 months since I started showing a little bit of my face. I definitely feel that talking to a camera is a lot better than talking to a complete stranger. And so that's a good thing about small business, is that you can be at home while you manage everything via email or via DMs or messages. I don't want this video to be too long, so the last question I'm taking is, can I copy your ideas with credits? So the short answer would be yes, I do allow people to copy or recreate my work. A lot of my friends ask me that why do you give so much information and why do you allow other artists to recreate your work? That's because I feel every artist's work is different. Like even if you try to copy it completely, it will still be different because every artist style is different. The other thing is I greatly believe in sharing. So if you think about it, even my art style is inspired by something or somebody. So if they did not restrict me from making my own art, I don't have any rights to restrict other people who are inspired by my art. I believe in sharing while also being respectful of others' opinion, while also giving credits where the credits are due, and this whole thing makes the process way more enjoyable. Being said that, I do see a lot of people who recreate my work without any credits, and when I first started noticing this post, I felt a bit sad, but now I kind of like feel happy that they were inspired by me. And so yes, you can totally recreate my work if you give proper credits. I don't have any problem in them, and I actually love seeing how people recreate my work. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know that this video might be a little boring than my other videos because there is no sculpting involved, but I still hope that you guys found this video helpful and found this video soothing and comforting. I will be back with another sculpting video very soon, so stay tuned and take care.